Do you ever wonder what your fellow creative entrepreneurs are up to? In between the big wins, product launches, and collaborations are the small steps, some forward, some backward, that lead to those turning points. Here's a transparent account of a week in the life of a gal in passionate pursuit of business growth, personal development, and those magical milestones. This is Diary of a Creative Entrepreneur with Michelle Hickey. So this morning, I finally finished writing my Facebook ad copy, and I ended up doing 2 versions for each of my 3 audiences that I'm targeting, and then created an Adobe Spark video for just one of them to start, and sent those all over to Katie, who is the gal who is helping me put all of these together. I'm officially coming to you live from inside of my closet. I decided that the audio without me having headphones or a mic on is just too bad in my echoey office, so here I am in the closet. And what's awesome is the window that's right behind me is like this far from my neighbor's house, so essentially it looks like I'm just like taking a video of their house, which isn't creepy at all. So this afternoon, I had a Google Hangout with my friend Steve from college, and he works in PR and is very passionate about social media. So we get on Google Hangouts every once in a while just to catch up and like talk shop, basically. He does not have his own business, but he does have his own blog where he blogs on Medium, which you should definitely check out because he has a lot of great things to say. He's really smart and he's a wonderful writer. So definitely go check his stuff out, and I'll include a link to his Medium page in the blog post. I think it's really important to try to just chat with people as much as you can. I kind of have, my friends that I am in my mastermind group who are like a great support system to me. But I think it's also really important to be chatting with people in different industries, in different levels of their career. And obviously, with Steve, it's like a friendship too. But, he always provides me with really helpful insights and just gives me things to think about, and is also just really great about letting me bounce ideas off of him. And it's nice to have another perspective that's like outside of what I call like the blogger circle. I think all of us kind of like get in our own industries and, don't necessarily ever not take advice from, but just like listen to what other people have to say. Talk to as many people as you can. And, this is coming from someone who is, I think I'm a shy person. Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's changing, or maybe that's not a thing anymore. But I think just like the more people you expose yourself to, the more people you talk to, the richer your life is going to be. Good morning. I am headed off to the airport to pick up my brother-in-law who's coming to stay with us for about a week. And this is one of the best parts about being an entrepreneur, is that you can just say, you know what? I can take the morning off to go pick you up at the airport and it's no problem at all. So something to strive for is definitely having flexibility in your schedule if you're not already working for yourself. And if you are, of course, you already enjoy this perk. I'm back from picking up my brother-in-law at the airport. We stopped and got some Chick-fil-A on the way back, and now I've got 15 minutes to quickly jot down some notes to prepare for my mastermind meeting with my girls, Lauren and Kaylin. Mastermind call is done, and as always, those girls just inspire me, lift me up, and my business would not be what it is without them, and my life wouldn't be what it is without them. They definitely enrich it. But now I need to hunker down and work on finishing up my first Diary of a Creative Entrepreneur video so I can share it with you guys. My hope is that I'm going to be able to get it up by the end of the day. but I have a feeling it's probably going to be one of those, like, I am putting the finishing touches on it like at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock tonight, because that's just how it goes. That's how I work. And my video is done. It is so far from perfect and so far from what I imagine that I want it to look like, but I did the best with what I had, and I'm gonna put it out there. So the video is done, and now all that's left to do is to put it into a blog post form and to post on YouTube, and of course schedule social. I say just, but still have a few more hours of work ahead of me. So I'm gonna get to it, because I really still want to get this out to you guys today. I said Tuesday, even if it's like 11:59, it still counts, right? I made it till about 12:30 last night before calling it quits. I ended up needing to re-render the video because the quality was low. I had exported it at the wrong size. But the good news is, in those 2.5 hours that it took to render, I was able to write the entire blog post that accompanied it and got the artwork prepared. So this morning, all that's left to do now, for real this time, is to bring that video into WordPress and also get it uploaded to YouTube, which I'm anticipating is going to take a little bit of time. But other than that, I have to admit I'm feeling really tired, and mentally, physically, and this is definitely one of those moments that I could use the fact that I work for myself to give myself a break. But unfortunately, I feel really behind on all of the work that I didn't get done yesterday. I essentially did nothing yesterday other than work on that video. And I need to get into my email inbox, get through other to-do list items that I have. And so here I am, forging ahead. The vlog is officially live. I'm really excited. I've got that energy that I was missing this morning, and just ready to like take a little bit of a break, have some lunch, regroup, and then dive in deep to getting those to-do list items done. This afternoon was really productive. I got a second burst of energy and kind of just opened up my planner and started going through my to-do list, mostly containing emails that I either needed to respond to or write. And I found it really easy to just have focus and know that I had to get through that stuff. And I'm trying to get better about not pondering things too much. I have a tendency to do that, like overthink things, and sometimes I'll get emails and I'll let them sit there for days or even weeks, because I want to make sure that I'm responding with like the exact thing that I want to end up saying, or, you know, I feel like I need to think it over for a few days or whatever. But I need to get past that in the spirit of thinking big and not dwelling too much on details that don't even matter. I still have one looming task over my head, and that is to get back to Katie, who's the girl who's helping me with my Facebook ads, and I feel bad that she's waiting on me. But I need to go in and rework some of the artwork, duplicate it for the different audiences that we are going to be targeting, and also create landing pages for each one of them. And that's the part that is making me procrastinate it, because I know it's going to take me a lot of time and thought. It's going to be like my next big project for this second half of the week, but it'll get done like everything always does. Today I have one focus and one focus only, and that is to work on my Facebook ads. I've already come up with some copy and creative for one of the segments that we're going to be targeting, but I now need to create landing pages for that segment and for the second segment. So I've been putting this off because I knew it was going to be a big project and was going to need a lot of my attention and brain power, but I feel like I've now set myself up to be able to do this and for it to get my full attention. My inbox is empty. All other projects I've decided of right now just have to be on hold. This is the priority. and I'm kind of like hunkering down. One of the things that really helps me when I'm overwhelmed with doing something that's new and outside of my comfort zone is to make a list. And I know my fellow list makers can definitely relate to this. But if you've ever tried to make a new recipe and you're in your kitchen and you're overwhelmed by some of these steps, and sometimes you might start to do some of the tasks before you've even pulled out other ingredients or read ahead to see, oh, this needs to sit in the fridge for an hour and I didn't prepare for that. I think it's always easier to read everything, get all of your ingredients out, get all of your tools out. That way you're not running around like a crazy person. And even though you have to take that little bit of time in the beginning to prepare, it kind of sets up, it's like a primer, and it makes everything else run more smoothly. And that is exactly what I just did in preparing to work on the landing pages and creating the copy and images for my Facebook ads. My brain was kind of all over the place, so I just pulled out a page in my notebook and wrote out a specific to-do list just for this project. Every single step, every ingredient I needed, so every image I needed to create, every video I need to create, exactly what needs to go on each landing page, so that when I encounter those moments that I know I'm gonna encounter where I'm getting a little stressed or overwhelmed and I'm like, oh no, what am I supposed to be doing? I can return to my recipe, my map that I've laid out for myself, and know that I have a guide and I can just pick up where I left off, or it'll just help me find my place and bring me back into the project and just keep things running more smoothly. So I think anytime you have the opportunity to make that little bit of an investment before you get started on your project, it makes a huge difference. All artwork and videos have been created for my Facebook ads, and the only little problem I'm having now is that Adobe Spark is having trouble downloading the images or downloading the videos that I just created. So I thought this would be a good time to stop. I'll just go back to that later. Everything's done. It's just a matter of downloading it, and then start on those landing pages this afternoon. Lunch breaks can be such a bad thing. I totally lost my momentum, and I know I took a really long lunch, but my brother-in-law's here and Mr. MHD was home for lunch, and I just took some time to hang out with them for a little bit. But I'm just trying to get back in the mindset of the fact that I have to build these landing pages, and I also have to hop on a really quick phone call at 2:30 with a potential affiliate partner. So I know that's going to kind of interrupt the flow again, but here I go again, hopping back into it. So best Friday ever. I finished everything I needed to do last night for my Facebook ads, got them off to Katie, and today I'm enjoying a fun day out at Walt Disney World, and right now I just had lunch at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and now I'm just like hanging out with a zebra.